Stop letting these people tell you that you can repair heat damaged hair. You can't. You gotta cut it off, okay?
What's up, people? Jheri J here. Hey, and if you want to take control of your 4C hair life, start today. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Let's jump in.
So we left off on number 6. And number 6 to the 10 things that broke off my natural hair was wearing hairstyles that did not help my hair growth or me retain length at all. So today I want to talk about just four hairstyles that broke off my natural hair, and some of these styles you guys are doing. And believe me, I'm not here to judge. I did them too. Mistakes are only lessons learned, and now we're gonna grow from them. So last week we left off with retaining length like a pro, and besides detangling your hair, styling is like the number 2 thing that hinders us from keeping our length. And normally I would go from bottom to top, with 1 being the most important, but we're gonna start at number 1. Because if you click off this video by number 3, I at least want you to hear this. That pressing comb, that hot comb, that flat iron, anything hot, okay? When I started my natural hair journey, I truly did not know how to style or manage or even just comb my natural hair because it was just that rough. I used to get my hair pressed all the time, and I loved it because it was just so much easier to manage. I could wake up in the morning, I could comb my hair like 1, 2, 3 times and head out the door, and boom, I was on with my day. But surely I came to realize that I was damaging my hair so bad. My hair started to look like I had a relaxer and it was damaged. And truly, the only way to repair that damage is to cut it off. You can't repair it. So stop letting these people tell you that you can repair heat damaged hair. You can't. You got to cut it off, okay? After I cut off my damaged ends, I was like, okay, I got to figure out something else because obviously I'm just not doing the right thing. And thankfully, my hair was not damaged to the point where I had to fully big chop again. So thank God. Thank you. So if your goal is to have healthy natural hair, I highly encourage you to find another way to style your hair without heat, because I'm telling you, you will see a dramatic difference in the health, the thickness of your natural hair. Stay tuned. I'll help you. The next hairstyle that broke off my natural hair was the high puffs, or just letting my hair be in its natural state without stretching it. Now these styles were very cute. I mean, truly they worked to me because this is how I seen people on television wear their hair in those high big the puffs. And, you know, it just looked gorgeous. It looked like, you know, I was part of the Black Panther party or something like that, you know? You wear your hair in that style, you allow the ends of your hair to ravel around one another and create knots, tangles that you have to cut out on wash day. So if your goal is to retain length, especially if you're a 4C natural, you have to keep your hair in a stretched state. This will allow you to prevent any knots, tangles, what have you, that you may experience on wash day. And the only way to get your hair unraveled is to cut it off. And you don't want to do that. This next style, because I personally was very self-conscious about my natural hair at the beginning of my journey, I wanted to cover it up every chance that I got. So I got a sew-in for the first time. And I truly didn't think it was a big deal. I mean, everybody around me, especially my coworkers and people outside, and, you know, those girls with the makeup that look like the video vixens on TV, had sew-ins. Here I was with this curly, kinky texture that looked dry and, just wasn't attractive at all in my eyes. So I got a sew-in for the first time, and boy, was that a mistake. Now, I don't think all sew-ins are bad for your hair. I just think this sew-in that I did was not only harmful to my scalp, but it was so painful. And I was pissed off because I spent $80 for that sew-in and only was able to keep it in 1 day. I don't know what the girl did, but that sew-in was so tight on my head. I literally, after 24 hours could not take it. I'm telling you, I probably made like 25, 26 hours before I had to cut that hair out of my head. And the reason why I say this is because healthy hair growth starts here, right? And if you're pulling and you're adding a lot of tension on to your scalp, you can damage your hair follicles. I had so many sores in my head. It took me at least 2 weeks to heal from that sew-in. So I encourage you, if something is hurting, is too tight, beauty is not pain. Believe me, it's not. You may be doing more damage than you intend to, trying to look cute and have your eyes open fully 24/7. Now, this is not a particular style. This is truly how long you keep that style in. And I'm talking about protective styling. Now, I once was a fan of braids, twist, weave, whatever you guys call it nowadays. Extensions. I once was a fan of that. And I still think some of those styles are very cute. I really do. But if you're wearing those styles more than 30, 60, 90 days, we got a problem. I've seen some girls on YouTube as long as a year have that hair in their head and do absolutely nothing with their real hair. Now, I'm guilty of keeping the protective style in as long as a month. After a month, I can't do it anymore, and I'll be happy that I make it to a month. I personally don't protective style like that anymore because I don't want to sit there for 6 to 8 hours. I got stuff to do. And because I'm more comfortable with my natural hair. I think my natural hair is beautiful. I have grown to love it. And, at the beginning of my journey, again, I did anything that I can do to cover it. Now, I want to show it off because I'm in love with it. If you're at the beginning of your journey and you're experiencing the same low self-esteem, let's just call it what it is, I encourage you, the more you show your natural hair, the more you will love it and it will grow on you. But if you're always hiding it, how can you expect to get comfortable with it? It's something you never see. If only I can go back in time and tell myself that, my journey would have been a lot easier. But the point I really want to make here is do not wear protective styles more like 30 days is like max. You need to take that down and you need to show your hair some TLC. Not to mention that synthetic hair draws the moisture from your actual hair too. So if you have that style in for 60, 90 days, your hair is crusty underneath. And once you're unraveling that synthetic hair, you're also breaking off your actual strands because they're dry and they can't stand the manipulation. So that was the 4 styles that broke off my natural hair. I'm pretty sure there's many more. Comment below. Truly, you never know who you can help. And for those girls who love to wear those high puffs and pull those edges back, check out my girl Sassy Fro. She has a very great video explaining how you're breaking off your natural hair with those high puffs and the real damage that you may be doing. If you missed last week, we talked about retaining length like a pro. If your goal is to maintain natural, long, thick hair, you want to go ahead and check out that video. I encourage you to tune in to next week. Let me tell you the best thing about having a Facebook group. It's called My Natural Hair Life. The link will be in the description box below. I have newly naturals in that group who talk about their struggles. While I'm looking at their comments, I'm like, yeah, I remember I used to go through that. I really do. So I appreciate my Natural Hair Life group, because next week's topic is going to be a common concern that recently came up, and that is the full wash day. Explain, no fluff. I'll see you next time.